Fellow Ugandans, I want to make some brief comments. It is true that Bobi Wine, Robert Kyagulanyi, aka Bobi Wine, is a brave young man. Anybody who takes on General Museveni, a notorious killer, is a brave man. Anybody who takes on the imbecile General Muhoozi, who tweets and boasts about killing people, about torturing, is a brave man. But I would like sisters and brothers in Uganda, we should make one thing clear. The fight against dictatorship in Uganda is a collective fight. It must involve all of us. I'm afraid that sometimes people say, you know, Bobi Wine is so brave, let him bring down General Museveni and General Muhoozi alone. That is incorrect. Why should it be that way? Bobi Wine epitomizes the desires, the hopes, and the aspirations of all Ugandans. That's why during the campaign, you saw tens of thousands of people showing up for his rallies. So the passion for peace, for democracy, for an end to tyranny has been channeled through Bobi Wine. That is why, of course, number one, we must protect him. But much more importantly, number two, we must join in this collective fight to end tyranny in Uganda. We must not allow General Museveni and General Muhoozi to continue bringing shame and humiliation to us collectively as Ugandans. How can any citizen of Uganda accept the fact that the commander of the army, General Muhoozi, tweets boasting about killing unarmed civilians? And he thinks there should be no consequences? What kind of nonsense is this? And even a bigger question, which foreign country, particularly in the West, the countries that have sustained this regime for such a long time, which one of them can continue to embrace this embarrassment of a regime in Africa, in Uganda? Is it okay? No, you have to answer us. Is it okay for a commander of a national army in any country in the world to publicly admit to committing mass murder and then put it in writing, tweet for the entire world to see, and there are no consequences? Really? The World Bank, the IMF, Britain, the US, all the EU countries, you will continue to do business as usual with this regime, with this imbecile Muhoozi? You're going to ignore these crimes, and then when people say enough is enough and blood starts spilling, then you're going to act surprised and you're going to say, how did this happen? Are you kidding me? Why do you believe Ugandans will accept that the commander of the national army can kill civilians, admit to it, and boast to it, and think there will be no consequences? That to me is the most idiotic logic I've ever heard in my life. Of course there must be consequences. The dictatorship in Uganda must end. So, sisters and brothers, don't believe that this is Bobi Wine's job alone. No, he's already risked his life. He's proven that he's willing to sacrifice his life, even though this is a successful entrepreneur who has earned wealth through his own talents, intellect, and intelligence. He has a beautiful wife. He has beautiful family, children. He has a nice home, and he's willing to sacrifice all of this because he wants to see an end to tyranny in Uganda. Which means if you are not doing all that you can do to remove this regime, this tyranny in Uganda, please join the struggle. Thank you, sisters and brothers. Stay strong.